Hi crafty friends, it's Tracy Hines, aka Nanner Bananer. And I've just finished wrapping up my Train to the West series, and I'm going to do a flip through of one of the journals that is available for sale. This journal is $135 plus shipping. If you're interested, you can shoot me an email. I'll have all that information in my description of this video. I do PayPal for payment, and if you do friends and family, when you pay the invoice, I waive shipping. All right, guys, let's get started. First, let's take a look at the dangle on this beautiful journal. So I've got a lot of vintage and antique buttons on here. I've got antique skeleton keys and antique calligraphy nibs. These are from the 1800s. I do have some store-bought charms on here as well that I thought went well with this journal. Hopefully you can see. And I purchased this particular charm. It says, "Go forth boldly in the direction of your dreams." I just love that. I think that charm looks really nice with this journal. This journal could be used, I think, for a travel journal, especially if you took a train trip, something like that, or if you have someone in your life that is into trains. Okay, it does have a hand-sewn closure here. I'm not going to untie it because it took me a while to get that tied in a perfect little bow. I'm just going to set that off to the side. This is a leather-bound hardcover journal with a curved spine. The spine is 2.5 inches. It has 2 signatures. And it has, let's see, I will have to count the pages. I did not do that before I started my flip through. I apologize. All right, let me do that real quick and then we will go through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has 128 pages. I'm not sure how much ephemera I have in this, but you'll see it's ephemera heavy. It has a lot of homemade DIY embellishments that I made, and then it also has a lot of vintage or antique train ephemera in it. Like, for instance, this is an authentic train certificate with the tickets in here. And if you go on eBay and look up the cost of these, you'll see that when I go through here, based on just the antique documents alone, you are getting a very good deal on this journal at $135 plus shipping. Okay, so homemade collage tag, and then this is a pocket that I made that holds lots of goodies. And it's Evansville to Chicago. It is a ticket. This is Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Company, and it's a waybill. I'm just going to flip through the pages. I think I'll leave most of the ephemera and things like that for you to discover when you purchase the journal. But I love this page here that has the bright, vivid colored photographs of trains. This is a piece of rag paper. And like I said, a train certificate. It's a train stock certificate. And this is a hidden journaling spot and a tuck for some more pieces of ephemera. Piece of wallpaper that's been turned into a pocket. This is an original ledger for Toledo Railroad statement. And then this is from a children's train picture book, but I thought the images went well with this journal. We've got checks here from a railroad company. Looks like actually it's where there someone purchased shares in the railroad company. And these are schematics of trains. Another authentic train certificate. More vintage ledger. Here's another train certificate. I did this in like a Victorian era theme as well, so you'll see lots of Victorian ladies, and tried to keep everything in that time period. Now, not all of the ephemera is from the 1800s. Some of it's in the 1900s, but it's all train ephemera. This is a beautiful journal. I just love how it turned out. There is still lots of writing space if you like to write in your journal. If not, it's something beautiful to flip through. And like I said, there's lots and lots of ephemera. We've got a vintage postcard. And then this is a little Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railroad. This is the other side of that train certificate. More vintage, not vintage, but more wallpaper, and then some vintage, and all of it's vintage, but not all of it's antique. That's right. Here's a neat little information about Western Railroad. More vintage ledger. Some map page. Another railroad bill thing, stock certificate, a reproduction from a Sears and Roebuck catalog. I thought it fit in because it had the travel trunks in there. And then I love how this page looks. I just love these trains. They're so pretty. I think this would be good if you have someone in your life that does model trains, just a train enthusiast. This could be a travel journal. It could just be a nice conversation piece on your coffee table. Close. Here's the other side of that railroad stock certificate, and a back pocket. And then this is the back of the journal. You can see the spine. Again, if you're interested, this is $135. If you purchase this by sending me an email, I just take the first email I get, and then I will send you a request for money. If you send it via friends and family, you get free shipping. If not, I do have to charge shipping. All right, guys, don't forget to keep it cute, keep it crafty, and keep making something out of nothing. Bye.